No alcohol, stay on paths, no bad language. Why can't you swear in a corn maze?
Because the corn has very tender ears.
Oh, I see. Wasn't there a movie, a Stephen King movie, Children of the Corn?
Yes, there was.
Do you think they're here?
I'm thinking of it.
You cannot be trusted with a shortcut. If you were my husband and you were trying to kill me, all you'd have to do is drop me in the corn maze. I'd never make it out.
Well, that was my plan. You spoiled it.
Oh, your chicken and dumplings. I wish I could eat. Will you save some for me?
I'll make it again.
What if somebody gets lost in here?
You can't get lost in here.
How
Edible mushrooms.
Ooh. Okay, part of being a grown-ass woman is you never eat stuff laying on the ground much.
And look, he'd come right back to where we were.
Are you saying that we couldn't get lost?
No, we couldn't get lost.
Really?
See, because it's only 1.46 kilometers, which nobody in the United States uses.
But you can't swear in the woods?
Profane, obscene, or injurious language is prohibited.
Are the trees very sensitive like the corn? What happens if they caught us gambling and swearing at the trees?
You'd get a free ride in a police car.
Really? They arrest you for swearing at trees? Oh my God, I could be doing life in prison if I was in a bad mood. Hey Hal, look at this. What do you think? The sass is strong. Is that sassy?
That's sassy. That's as sassy as it gets. For socks, anyway.
To see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I hope you had a good, safe week. And I wanted to welcome all my new subs. I am so grateful and honored that you are here. I did a video last week called How I Learned to Live Alone and Be Happy, and holy smokes, so many of you found me through that video. I'm so touched and so honored. Thank you so much for being here, and I think you're gonna love this channel, not because of me or even Desi, although he's pretty charming. The people here are special. They are so kind and so wise, and they always will lend you a helping hand if you should fall. So I think you're meant to be here. I can't believe I have this video that's doing so well, so I was feeling like a grown-ass woman, so I decided to do the grown-ass woman tag. That's a tag that the beautiful fashion vlogger Erin Busbee wrote about 8 years ago. Well, I kind of switched it up because Erin is like 25 years younger than me, but I didn't let that stop me. So I'm kind of excited to share with you how I feel about being this age in this country at this time. What is it like to be in my skin right now, a woman pushing 70. So if I could, I'm not supposed to have fudge or chocolate right now, but I'd have one of each if I could. What's your favorite?
Oh, I don't know if I could pick a favorite.
So the first question is, what would I tell my 20-year-old self? And, well, first off, I'd give myself a hug. And I would say it gets better with age, and it really does. But the number one piece of advice I would give myself as a young girl is please stop being so afraid. Stop being so fearful. So many things in life, we don't do because we're afraid. And looking back on our lives, and our regrets are not the things that we did. We regret the things we didn't do. And it's fear. It's fear that stops us in our tracks. So that's the advice I would give myself. Please be brave. There I am, 1975, with my little boy, Chris. I loved him so much, and I was there for him. And he's there for me now. Love is a circle. What were your favorite bands in the 80s? Are you kidding me? Anybody who was on MTV, I loved them. I mean, we had, Michael Jackson, we had Prince, Madonna, Ricky Lee Jones. I could go on and on. Journey. They were all so wonderful. I loved the music of the 80s. But when I first heard Bruce Hornsby, he had a song called That's the Way It Is. Oh my goodness. When I heard his piano chords, when I heard his lyrics, when I heard his band, I lost my mind. Those were the kind of chords I was writing, that I was playing every day. He was special. He is special to me to this very day. You want to sing with a harmonica? Who influenced me the most in my life? Who helped make me the woman I am today? And without a doubt, it's my grandfather. He was such a gentle spirit. He helped raise me when I was a little girl, and he passed away when I was 10. But those 10 years that I had with him, I carry a part of my grandfather with me every single day. He was deeply religious without being judgmental. And he had a way of giving love that was so beautiful. Love wasn't a transaction to my grandfather. In other words, I'll give you love if you give me love. My grandfather taught me that love is unconditional. And look at it as a one-way street, and you'll never be disappointed. What's the most beautiful thing anybody ever said to you?
It's all you can eat till 7 o'clock.
Oh, dear Lord. What makes me angry? Me. Angry. Drama? Me. Okay. I don't deal with anger very well. I used to, when I was younger, I could be a little hothead, but I'm not that way now. I hate anger. I don't deal with it. I don't like it. I don't think anger is good for my body or my health, so I try to avoid anything that might make me angry, but I really, I don't have a lot of anger in my life, but there are two things that will push my buttons, that's for sure, and that is anything to do with child abuse or animal abuse. I lose my mind with anger. Any person who could hurt an animal or hurt a child, my anger isn't going to change that situation, but perhaps me writing my congressman or going to the capital of my state and making some noise and carrying some signs, maybe that'll do some good. Maybe I can rechannel my anger and feel like I'm actually making a difference in these things that hurt me so deeply. So what makes me happy? Almost everything makes me happy. About 98% of the things in my life make me happy. But I would say, the thing that makes me just over the moon is anytime I can learn something. If I am learning something, I am happy beyond words. Why a lazy Susan?
Susans are traditionally lazy.
That's not true. I don't know who named it a lazy Susan. It should be lazy Steve.
Watch out, this is an electric fence.
Uh-oh, is it? You're terrible. You're always scaring me. Of all the questions that I have to talk about today, this one I dreaded the most. And it's a question of how do I feel about having a facelift, Botox, fillers, work done to my face. And I'm confused. I'm going to be completely honest here. I'm confused. There are times where I look in the mirror, like before I'm getting ready for a date, and I want to look pretty for him. And I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, oh, well, you're a little raggedy today, and I think, well, if I had some fillers or maybe a facelift. And so I think, yeah, I can see exactly why ladies want to do that. And I support them. If it makes them happy, go for it. For me, though, other than date night, I don't get the payoff. When I turned 65, I realized, this is going to be a full-time job, just being an older woman. I've got dental appointments and I've got medical doctor appointments and, I'm fixing this and I'm fixing that. And it's like, when do you have time to go under the knife and, get a new face? And what's the payoff? That's what I don't get. Other than date night, what is the payoff if I plump my face up and get real big lips? Is my son going to love me more? Is it going to make a difference whether you come and watch me and Desi if I look 10 years younger with a facelift? I mean, what's the payoff for all that pain and all that money? I'm confused. I don't understand it because there's so many things in my life that I care about and so many things that I care about in this world. So it doesn't make sense to me how dragging around my new big lips is going to help me. But that is just me. And I don't want you to think for 1 minute that I'm trying to insult you if you have beautiful new lips or fillers. I love you no matter what you do, pretty much. I wish I was more adventurous, without a doubt. I am a kind of I'm a little bit of a nervous traveler. I wish I was the type of person that was, I was in France and then I was in China and then I was in Japan. I'm lucky to make it to Greenville. I love traveling. I honestly do. I just don't do it. I'm just not very adventurous. I love traveling with Billy, and I travel around with my dear friend Hal. We stay in Michigan, but we have a wonderful time, even though we're the Bickersons. I mean, we have a wonderful time seeing the sights, but I have a couple very close friends in England, and I would love to visit them. And every time I think about buying a ticket, I break out in a cold sweat. Like, do I really want to do that? That's like 2 weeks of my life. And what if I have appendicitis? I've already had my appendix out, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I wish I was more of a world traveler. I wish I was more adventurous. But sometimes what I dream about is a little house for me and Desi and a little garden in the backyard and reading poetry to my grandchildren. I know it sounds so corny. I just don't see me, smoking on the Riviera saying, oh, waiter, another martini. I think that ship has sailed. And I'm happy. What is your favorite beauty product that you could not live without? And I share this answer with Karen from The Two Orchids. I will link their channel below. I love Lauren and Karen so much. They have a lifestyle channel, decorating channel. Please check them out if you get a chance. But Karen and I were over the moon for our pumpkin seed oil for our décolleté, our face, and our hair, and rosehip seed oil. Anytime that you can buy a product that's under $10 that makes you look healthier and brighter and helps your well-being, helps every part of your body from your elbows to the tip of your head. Yeah, I love it. My pumpkin seed oil, it's amazing. It's amazing. If you get a chance, try it sometime. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised.
And in college and in high school, loved the rapping, especially in college. Like we used to listen to Dougie Fresh, Keith Sweat. Oh yeah.
Now that I'm a grown-ass woman, what is the biggest personality change that I have in my life? This was so easy for me to pinpoint because I'm aware of this every single day, but it's as if the older I get, the more I can just see through people. It's like having X-ray vision glasses. Remember those little ads in the magazines when we were kids? When someone is being a real jerk at a party and I'm listening to their words, I'm thinking, oh, I know why they're saying that. Or if someone is being disagreeable, oh, I understand their circumstances. I mean, there's just something that happens to you when you get older. It's like you have a bullcrap meter within you. You just know when somebody's lying. You know when somebody is trying to scam you. You just know. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but you see people. You not only see yourself, but you see others more clearly. You know, for years I would always joke around about, well, I'm going to buy this thing at the thrift store for the neighbor who hates me. And you'd always say, he doesn't hate you. And I'd say, yes, he does. And you'd say, no, he doesn't hate you. He loves you. He's just lonely. And I was just too stubborn to believe you. He's rude to me. He's horrible. But you're right. When I moved, the only person that called to see if I was okay from my old apartment complex was the neighbor who hated me. So I see now. I see what you saw. He was lonely. And I reminded him of a daughter that he once had. What 3 words do you want to live your life by? And for me, it would be integrity, artistry, and love. If I could achieve those 3 things in my life every single day, I'm good. I'm good. And someday, far into the future, perhaps when my children or grandchildren remember me, they'll think, she had integrity. She was an artist. And I think she was a lot like her grandfather.
Doing, little boy? Oh, I like your purple bow tie. That's nice looking. Yeah. What's this?
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it, and thank you so much from me and Desi for all the wonderful birthday wishes you sent his way. It was so touching. if you get a chance down below, could you pick out one of the questions that Erin wrote and just share your answer? Like, I wish I was more blank. Have yourself a wonderful brand new week. And when you're done with your week, you come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right. It's a deal. We'll be here. If you think dogs can't count, try putting 3 dog biscuits in your pocket and then giving Fido only 2 of them. See how it works out.